Good afternoon, sports fans. Colin here with Kelsey at the Mucalites Vedrahedron Cyclocross race, where riders are pitted against one another for a competition of courage.
That's right, Colin, and in just a few moments, Colin and I will be participating in... Oh, shit. Oh, God. You're up first, Colin. That is crazy. You ready to cyclocross?
Finally, a challenge.
You think I'm gonna win?
How do we get ourselves in these situations?
Welcome to Fort Steilacoom.
You're not gonna want to forget this anytime soon.
Nope.
Passed by a man in jeans.
There's nothing like cyclocross to make you feel so out of shape. Barrel roll?
Barrel roll. Nailed it. Woo.
You're gonna want that right brake.
Left is eat, right is okay.
I think we're ready, Kels. Okay, we're here at our premier cyclocross race, and we're here with a couple of pros. What's your name?
Ichi.
Hi, Ichi, and?
Kaylina.
So what are some things you're looking forward to for your first cyclocross race?
No, we've done cyclocross for about a few years.
See, I saw when he said...
So we're the rookies here.
All right, game
Should we
face.
just throw our bikes in this pile?
I guess so.
Coming in hot.
Let me band our helmets.
343.
Have you competed in cyclocross before?
Yes.
Any
Nice.
tips? This is our premier cyclocross.
Yeah, this is our first time doing it.
Practice.
Okay.
Okay,
Just do a couple laps so that you can get a feel for the course.
Right.
right on.
Before it starts.
What's the hardest piece?
Yeah, the hardest part of this
The
course.
last 10 minutes.
Okay. Down we go.
Oh my God, my legs are already so sore.
Colin and Kelsey here with Zach and Terry, who are going to give us some pointers about what's going on with cyclocross. So one question I was thinking about was, what is the specific equipment I'm going to need in order to be a cyclocross racer?
So obviously having a bike, Colin, is super important. Beyond that, there's not a ton of clothing requirements. Helmet, of course. Sometimes it's helpful to have shoes that you can run in. So instead of having road cycling shoes, having a style of shoe where you can run like a mountain bike shoe or even a tennis shoe can be helpful in cyclocross.
A little kid just said she's the only one on a mountain bike right now. So I noticed that Colin and I have two very different looking bikes. Mine's a mountain bike and his is a cyclocross bike. So what one's better performing for this course?
Yeah. Traditionally, cyclocross is a kind of a hybrid between mountain biking and road riding, and so the bike has evolved in a way that it looks more like a road bike, but more clearance for bigger tires, larger frame size in terms of the triangle, so it's easier to pick the bike up and shoulder it.
Up and over. Come on, Kelsey.
Okay.
You're carrying yours like a casserole.
How are you doing it?
For instance, your bike would be impossible to shoulder because you just don't have enough room to get your shoulder through. And in most cases, like if you do get to a steep section that's not rideable, it's always going to be faster to run with the bike. And getting it off the ground is usually a better way to run than pushing it.
I need a goat.
A lot of people have mountain bikes, and that's a great way to come out and get started. As you progress and get more interested in the sport, you can definitely optimize your speed and your abilities by using a cyclocross-specific bike.
So Zach, I thought this was a bike race. Why do I keep hearing about running?
So part of cyclocross is dismounting and trying to think about sections where you may be faster to run or you may be faster to ride.
Here comes an obstacle.
So there are some sections of the course where you may be forced to dismount, whether it's a steep grade or something that you just can't ride through like a plank.
Those fences go up to my hips.
Most races will use a double set of what we call plank barriers. They're about 16 inches tall, and they'll be set about 12 feet apart. So the riders will be coming in, have to dismount, run the barriers, and then remount. In a modern-day cyclocross race, the planks are representing logs that may have fallen. Again, the hills are there because they're just part of the flow of the course.
This is the tough part. I think it's the GoPros that are weighing me down.
And that's the kind of the beauty of cyclocross, is that these obstacles and the natural variability of the courses is always having the rider make choices and play this chess game against the course.
key to being a good cyclocross racer, being in peak physical condition.
This 1.5 miles is really feeling like 10 miles right now.
We're here today with Monica Lloyd, national champion for the 40 to 44-year-old division of cyclocross. So excited to have you with us. What are some training tips that you could give the beginner to eventually become a national champion?
My sister was a pro cyclist, so she gave me a lot of really good tips. First one was ride your bike more.
These people are going very fast.
I hadn't ridden a bike in like 20 years. And in the last year, I've ridden a bike 3 times, 2 of which in competitions.
I said, so how much should I ride? And she's like, well, if you can ride 3 days a week and go a little hard on at least one of them, that's a good place to start.
I'm gonna need a clarification here, Monica. You say a little hard on the ride. What does that mean?
Well, kind of like as hard as you did on the race.
Okay. This is a lot of work. This is a tremendous amount of work.
All right, do you have any last pro tips before we go out for our race?
I think it's really important for beginners to recognize that if there's something that makes them uncomfortable and it's scary, it's okay to get off and run it.
There's no way I'm gonna ride my bike down this hill.
Because that's gonna be the safest way for you. And if you hurt yourself, you're probably not gonna come back.
Well, thank you, Monica. Yeah. This is Colin and Kelsey signing out. We're about to start our race, so.
We'll see you on the course.
Have a good one.
All right, folks, you be on the lookout for number 1256, because that's Colin right here.
Number 1 in your hearts.
How are you feeling, Colin?
Really nervous. Very, very, very nervous.
They say they save the best for last. Well, Colin is rearing this race right now.
Here we go.
Colin, you got it!
And here it is, beginners. This might be their first race ever, and here they go, pedaling down the straightaway.
Incline. These guys are good. Here we go.
Hi, brother.
Here we go. Thank you.
Oh, I see Colin. He's finishing his first lap.
Lap number 2. I know the course. I know what I'm doing. Just gotta dig deep. Oh yeah, we'll take some downhill. Yeah. All right. Almost there.
Look at Colin! Woo! Oh, he's pedaling.
These are my people, the people's champion. Here we are, finish line, big kick.
First race of his life, all done.
Yes! I got a beer from somebody.
So it looks like cyclocross is pretty popular here in the Northwest, but where do we go from here?
In the US, there are definitely hot pockets where there's a history and culture of cyclocross. Boston, places in the Bay Area. All of these places have had cyclocross racing for a long time.
You had me at hot pockets.
The cool thing about cyclocross is you can go to another city and check out scenery and check out how another part of the country does cyclocross.
Kelsey, you're in last place right now, which is the same place I got.
Save the best for last.
Here you go, Kelsey. All right, here we go.
Oh my God, this is crazy. Okay.
Yeah, that smile is what it's all about right there.
Kelsey should be coming around any second now.
This is crazy, Colin.
Grace under pressure.
This is like more my pace.
You got it, Kels!
Yeah.
The race is done for everyone. There you go.
Well, you heard it all here first, folks. This is Colin and Kelsey signing off from Cyclocross. And remember, keep your pedal to the metal. Oh, what a day.
I know.
I mean,
That's the end of the cyclocross.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles. Do you, I mean, I thought we were pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, you're very good.
Do you think we have a future in this sportscasting thing, or?
Probably. I would probably just stick to our day
Stick to
job.
cyclocross?
Stick to cyclocross.
Yeah, that's probably a good move.